Whether we know it or not, whether we want them to or not, a set of values are imprinted onto us from the moment we are born. As life moves along, we get to decide what values we hang on to and what values we decide aren't for us. And as a result, we create kind of like a code of ethics for ourselves based on our own personal core values. For my 5-year plan, I developed a set of core values to help guide me along my path. It helps me make decisions. It helps me make choices about where I'm going to put my energy, how I'm going to communicate with others, how I'm going to treat people, and how I'm going to shape my life path. Making my core values explicit to the point where I have a statement and bullet points of what those values are helps me stay committed to remaining true to who I am, helps me be confident in what I believe in my walk in life. So I think really identifying your core values and not leaving them in your head as like, I believe this, but instead getting them on paper, I think is really, really impactful in you making decisions for what to prioritize in your life. So to make a value statement for myself, I asked the following questions. What are some of the core beliefs or guiding principles that guide my interactions with others? So for example, I believe that everyone has value in my life, whether it be to teach me a lesson, whether it be for me to learn from them, etc. It's a core value of mine. And so when I interact with others, I make sure that I am listening, that I am tuned into what they say, and that I don't dismiss anything that someone is saying, because you never know what value they can bring to my life. Second, what do I stand for? You know, it seems really simple, really easy. Everybody thinks they know what they stand for, but have you really thought deeply about it? What do you stand for personally, professionally, spiritually? What do you stand for? And along with that, how do you treat your community? We think very individually. We're taught to think very individually in the US. But it serves to think about your community. What are you contributing to your community? What would you hope to contribute to your community? What do you think your community thinks about you? And as a result, how does that manifest? How do you treat the people around you, the people you don't know? How does it manifest? For me, defining this for myself, because I place such value in community, meant that I got out there and I really volunteered with my local Feeding America organization. For the whole last year before I moved here, I once a month was at the food bank helping them package things for people. On that Thanksgiving week with the food bank, I gave out the food to people. In my work, focus on building community. Here, I focus on building community because it's such a large core value. And understanding that really shapes who I am and how I interact with my community. Then ask yourself, how do you treat your friends and your family? And I think this is very eye-opening because how you treat them really speaks to what you believe, right? If you believe that your family ain't shit, you treat them like they ain't shit, right? If one of your core values is treating people as you want to be treated, you have to ask yourself, are you treating your friends and family how you want to be treated? Examine these things and then ask yourself, what behaviors should you institute in everyday life to support these values and beliefs? And this is where my daily habits come from. This is where my daily routines come from. Everybody tells you need to have a morning routine that consists of this, this, and this. But I say take it a step further. Have routines and habits that support your values. So I consider myself a lifelong learner. I enjoy that about myself. And so I'm constantly reading. In my morning routine, I have set time aside to read. At work every day, I've set time aside to read what's happening currently in events as well as what's happening in my industry. I seek out opportunities to learn because it's a core value for me, and I have set up these habits to support that value. This exercise seems trivial, but it's super important because when you identify your core values, you are able to live life accordingly. Remember the old adage, you don't just tell people how to treat you, you show them. And if you walk a life based on your core values, people see that you believe what you preach. Taking time to institute habits and routines that support who you believe you are shows people much more than anything you could tell them. Setting a statement of your values sets a real solid foundation for the work of this plan. Putting together the mission, vision, and values for your life for at least the next 5 years will provide purpose, something to provide you hope through whatever you go through, and the confidence needed to execute this plan. More importantly, combining all three of these things will truly help you steer your life, not only in a direction that you want it to go, but in a way that you can be proud of, a way that brings you joy, a way that makes you more confident. So don't skip this. Please take the time to identify your set of core values, your principles that will guide your life and show people who you are and how you want to be treated. So, in the comments below, let us all know one core value so that we can share and help each other on the road to this growth. And I will be sure to share one of my core values that I haven't mentioned in this video and a habit that I have created to support it in the comment below. And until next time, be well, be safe, and find a bit of joy in every single day. Bye.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something